Now at 5 a.m., this is WKYT This Morning. A Lexington church is pushing for the violence to end. We're looking ahead to a peace walk that they have planned for tonight.
Plus, the third and final presidential debate of the election season was a tense one, touching on big issues. We'll recap the debate just ahead.
And Halloween is right around the corner. Find out Kentucky's favorite kind of candy. And we'll have your Kentucky forecast. There are changes coming right here on WKYT This Morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Kentucky mornings start right here on WKYT. It's great to see you on this Thursday. I'm Andrea Walker.
I'm Bill Bryant. That weekend is close by, and, you know, we're going to have some changes between here and there. There's no doubt about that. Start rolling with those later on today.
That's right. We're finally going to see some rain. Micah Harris is here with us now to tell us all about it.
And it looks like everybody's going to see it, too. So there's some good news. Nobody's going to be left out of this. Now, some will get about a half an inch of rain. Some will actually pick up about an inch and a half of rain. So it just goes to show you this is a pretty good system that's going to be rolling on through. During the morning hours, you will have about a 30–40% chance of rain, especially that 64 corridor, or 75 rather, and back toward the west. And then afternoon, evening, it really becomes widespread. Temperatures this morning in 60s, and it doesn't feel all that bad as you step out the door. 73 by the afternoon. Storms will be likely. That's what we're focusing in on. Maybe even a severe weather threat. We're going to be going over that. I'll show you when the rain moves through and also when it moves on out. What's behind that is very cold air. I'll have that coming up.
Okay, we'll get ready for that. Thank you very much. Let's get to the news this morning. It was a long night for some who stayed up to watch that debate. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump went toe-to-toe for 90 minutes in Las Vegas, and they covered issues like Russia, the economy, and immigration.
A little bit of everything. Reed Binion recaps the final presidential debate of this election season.
The third and final presidential debate was a contentious one. The candidates did not shake hands at the beginning or at the end. Discussions of policy were peppered with personal attacks, even on the fairly tame topic of Social Security.
Such a nasty woman.
Nasty woman quickly trending on Twitter and generating memes. Another trending moment came as Trump reiterated his stance on illegal immigration.
We have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
Hashtag bad hombres led to memes showing Trump next to pictures of the hair color trend known as ombre. Puppet memes emerging after this exchange.
Putin, from everything I see, has no respect for this person.
Well, that's because he'd rather have a puppet as president of the United States.
No puppet.
And it's pretty clear.
You're the puppet.
But one of the most talked about moments of the debate came when Donald Trump refused to say definitively that he would accept the results of the election.
There is a tradition in this country that at the end of the campaign that the loser concedes to the winner. Are you saying you're not prepared now to commit to that principle?
What I'm saying is that I will tell you at the time.
That reluctance to accept a potential loss led to this description by CNN political commentator Van Jones.
This is a very sad night for the country. You can't polish this turd.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
Clinton and Trump will both speak at a charity dinner tonight in New York. Well, members of the community here in Lexington say they want the violence to stop. They're pushing to end gun violence.
And it comes days after 15-year-old Trinity Gay was shot and killed in the parking lot of Cookout on South Broadway. WKYT's Lauren Miner is live in Lexington this morning, looking ahead to that march that is planned along that street this evening. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning, Bill. The march will start off just a couple blocks away from Cookout at a church on South Broadway. It will then pass by the restaurant and then end at Triangle Park. Willie Watson is the pastor of at High Rise Praise International Deliverance Temple on South Broadway. When he heard about what happened to Trinity, he said it really hit hard. He went on to say he's known several people who've become victims of violence over the years and wants people to live in peace together. According to open records from the Lexington Police Department, police have increased patrols here near Cookout. In the past year, police have been called to the restaurant 4 times for assault, including the call Sunday when Trinity Gay was shot and killed. Each of those calls coming in between the hours of 11 p.m. and 3:30 a.m. Records also show that 4 of the 5 restaurants in the area of South Broadway, including Cookout, had multiple calls for criminal trespass, disorderly conduct, and drunkenness. The majority of of those calls happening between the hours of 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. Pastor Watson says this march started out for Trinity, but it's really about anyone who's been touched by violence. Now, if you are wanting to be part of that march tonight, they are asking you go to the church around 6 p.m. tonight. There will be a service before the march begins. Reporting live in Lexington, Lauren Miner, WKYT.
Lauren, thank you very much. A fourth person arrested in connection to the shooting death of 15-year-old Trinity Gay will be in court this morning. Lexington police charged 20-year-old Lamonte Williams with wanton endangerment. 3 other men arrested Sunday faced the same charge. Chazere Taylor and DeMarcio Taylor are both out of jail this morning on a $5,000 bond.
Lexington police still have not made any arrests in connection to a deadly shooting in a downtown parking garage. Police say someone shot James Blair early Sunday morning in the Chase parking garage. Friends and family held a vigil for him in the Winburn area last night. Blair's mother says losing her son doesn't seem real. She says he meant a lot to the community.
Everybody loved him. He was a good guy. He really was. Not just because it was my son, because he just was a good guy. It's going to be so hard. It is. It's going to be so hard.
Investigators say they have identified a possible person of interest, but police have not made any arrests in that. If you know anything about the shooting, you can text a tip to Lexington Police. Start your message with Lex PD and send it to Crimes or 274-637. You could get a reward for the information.
We're learning more this morning about a shooting investigation in Bourbon County. Police say they went to a home in Paris to talk to Charles Stidham about a burglary investigation, but they say he fired shots, hitting an officer. Police say the bullet hit the officer's bulletproof vest. He was not injured. Police sources identify that officer as Abdullah Bulat. The shooting sparked a standoff which lasted hours. We're told police exchanged gunfire with Stidham and then found him dead inside the home. During the standoff, police evacuated some nearby homes as a precaution.
When I came out and looked out the door, I mean, this whole street was just covered in cops.
Wow.
It was, I mean, they were hiding behind cars and everything else.
Bourbon County Detention Center records show Stidham had been booked on multiple charges over the last few years, including assault and theft.
Time this morning is 5:07. Let's move this real quickly. There's an accident this morning in Lexington on New Circle Road between the Georgetown and Newtown Pike exits there around the tire discounters. It affects the inner loop right now. It is closed. They expect they'll reopen that fairly quickly, so I just want to get that in. Firefighters in central Kentucky are still trying to get a forest fire under control.
And they say the dry weather we've had lately is only adding fuel to that fire. Michelle Chamberlain is at our WKYT alert desk this morning with the details.
Yeah, firefighters say an abandoned campfire started that fire. They think this sparked a larger fire along the Oxia Ridge Trail in Powell County. Here's a look at exactly where this fire is located. Crews are still trying to get the fire under control this morning. It's also forced part of the trail to be closed. Firefighters say the fire has burned around 2 acres, and at last check, they have half of it contained. They say the recent dry weather has helped fuel this fire.
It was actually burning in an area that burned 6 years ago. It was so hot that it even killed the large, mature, overstory trees. With this fire, we still have some dead and down material, so there are a lot of ground fuels.
Now, firefighters expect to be keeping an eye on the fire for the next few days, guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Michelle. Police in Laurel County have arrested a man after they say his car hit a house. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office has charged John Paul Sizemore with DUI and leaving the scene of an accident. Deputies say Sizemore lost control of his car on Hawk Creek Road yesterday afternoon. They say the car ran off of the road, hit a mailbox, then a house. Again, no one was hurt in this. Deputies say Sizemore walked away after the crash, but they found him nearby. They say he admitted to being smoking marijuana.
New this morning, police say an inmate who walked away from a work detail in Lewis County is back in custody. According to the Lewis County Herald, police say they found Sean Ogden yesterday not far from where he was last seen on Highway 344. He's now facing a new escape charge. Police say Ogden is a state inmate from Frankfort. He's currently serving a 3-year sentence for a theft conviction. Police say he would have been eligible for parole on November 1st before this latest charge.
Well, there were some scary moments for a Bell County woman. She says there was hardly any warning when her car suddenly burst into flames last night.
Wilma Mosley says she was drinking a cup of coffee when she heard a loud boom from her car. She ran out to start it and when it made another noise. Mosley says she went inside to call 911, and that's when the car caught fire. By the time firefighters arrived, it was too late to save the car.
The car was fully involved. There was flames protruding from front and rear. Very hot, a lot of smoke, a lot of bystanders around.
I've not got no transportation no more, and I love that old car. It was old Ford, but I loved it. It got me around.
Thankfully, no one was hurt from the explosion. Firefighters are still investigating the cause of the fire.
That's scary.
That's
Certainly.
very scary.
It's particularly being unexplained at this point, right? Well, if you're planning to hand out candy for Halloween, you might want to listen up to this. There's a new survey that has found which candies are most popular with trick-or-treaters.
Influencer.com asked 40,000 people around the country. The survey found Reese's Peanut Butter Cups are the most popular. Kit Kats and Butterfingers are close behind that one. As for Kentucky, the website found Whoppers are the most popular candy in the Bluegrass State. So there you go. That'll help you decide. And you probably shouldn't, at least at our house, we don't get candy until like the night before. Otherwise, it'll be gone by the time the trick-or-treaters get
And I'm
there.
guessing with these Whoppers, you don't just open up that milk carton of a thing and pull it out.
Here you go, kids.
You know.
Here's some out of my pocket.
Right. That's a whole other set of issues, right? 5:11 is the time. WKYT this morning just getting started on your Thursday morning, and it is so good to have you up and at it with us today.
Still ahead, a new report shows that some credit cards are charging record high interest rates. We'll find out why coming up in about 10 minutes.
And also ahead on WKYT, a zoo in Peru is up to all sorts of antics to help save a rare species. And we'll have that story after Micah's forecast.
It's looking pretty good right now, but I will tell you this, rain will be on the increase, widespread rain that is. And that takes you into the afternoon, off into the overnight hours. I'll show you when I expect a lot of this to arrive. It's coming up.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We're in the 60s out there early this morning and staying dry. There's some good news for us. The bad news is that rain starts to be on the increase as we're about to walk out to the car or kids go off to the bus stop. There will be at least a chance of rain, but when the kids are coming home from school and you're coming home from work, trust me on this, we'll have widespread rain at that time. So it really starts to increase here in the next several hours. There's the Fender Radar Network, a few showers out and about, trying to spark up down toward the south and southeast. And this model isn't really handling it very well right now, but in toward the afternoon, it looks like it's going to really nail it because we do have a good chance of rain today. Not only a good chance, but everybody sees rain. Here's 10 a.m. Really, that 75 corridor back toward the west. Before noontime, that's your best bet to actually see some rain. That's your first wave. Remember, we talked about this past few days that there will be a few waves rolling on through here. There's your first wave rolling on through. Now watch this back toward the west. Here we go, sparking up a few more storms that will slide on through during the evening and nighttime hours. So we will get breaks, and some people will get rain before others, but nonetheless, it still looks like everybody will see rain before it's all said and done. That's today through your Friday morning. Friday morning, we'll still have some over toward eastern Kentucky, and then it moves on out as we go through your day. Actually bringing us a little bit of sunshine for your day tomorrow afternoon before that sun does set. So things are going to be looking better once we get through today and tomorrow morning, but it's going to be much cooler. There is a marginal risk of severe weather. That's a slight risk of seeing an isolated severe storm, and that is for today into the nighttime hours. Now let's go off to Friday night football. I don't see any problems, just very chilly. We're talking about EKU homecoming on Saturday, and you better bring a coat there during the morning hours. You got the 5K going on at 10:30. Along with the parade as well. And really, that's an awesome tradition there before homecoming game. So you'll need a coat during the morning hours and toward the afternoon. 55 there at kickoff. 55 degrees. That's going to be a chilly game. Still cold there as you're getting back in the car and taking off home after the game finishes. So that's there in Richmond. Big game too. Number 2 in the country, Jacksonville State comes to town. That's FCS. You know how that goes. There you go on Thursday. Everybody sees rain. On Friday, like I said, it moves on out during the morning hours, afternoon, sitting there very chilly. Overnight lows on Saturday morning, more than likely will be in the upper 30s to lower 40s. Could we see some patchy frost? It's possible. No widespread frost expected, but nonetheless, I mean, we're still just talking about it. On average, October 14th is typically when our first frost comes for the fall season. So we're already past that. we're just looking when is it actually going to come. It's been very warm the past few days. Very warm.
Well, there you go. Yeah, right. It's been like summer.
It really has.
Just
it's been
right up
so
till now.
pretty.
You know?
Broken records. Yeah.
All right. It was something yesterday. See that record. 517 on WKYT. Real quickly, New Circle Road reopened there between Georgetown and Newtown, where they'd had the accident out near the tire discounter this morning. All right. A zoo in Peru. Rhymes a little bit, doesn't it?
Don't you love it?
Okay. They are antsy to show off 3 rare animals.
The zoo has 3 different species of anteaters on display. They've basically got the small, medium, and large varieties at the zoo, so you can take your pick. The event focused on showing off the pygmy or silky anteaters who just turned 11 years old. The zoo says they're trying to save the rare species.
All right. Well, they're cute in their own way, aren't they?
In their own way. And they're so ugly, they're cute.
Exactly, as we love to say.
How funny.
All right, well, that's fun. And a lot more news is coming up for you on WKYT this morning. Good to have you with us. Grab another cup of coffee. Stick around. We have a lot more to tell you about this morning.
When we come back, we'll take a look at your money.
Good morning. Welcome back in. 521 on WKYT this morning, and it is your Thursday. For a second year in a row, Denver is the best city to do business in.
Plus, millennials are getting into the spirit of Halloween. Karina Mitchell has the latest on your money.
According to a new report, store-branded credit cards are charging record-high interest rates. Top offenders include Big Lots, which charges almost 30%, followed closely by Zales and Staples. That's almost double the 15% national average for all credit cards. Markets closed modestly higher Wednesday as crude oil prices jumped and the Fed announced U.S. economic growth accelerated slightly over the summer. The Dow added 40 points, the Nasdaq added 2. And millennials are getting into the spirit of Halloween. The National Retail Federation says 18 to 34-year-olds are the most likely of all adults to participate in the celebration. They're also the biggest spenders on Halloween costumes, shelling out an average of $42 compared with $31 for all adults. And for a second year, Denver is the best city to set up shop. That's according to Forbes' annual ranking of the best places for businesses and careers. The Mile High City came out on top in part due to a diverse economy, educated workforce, and outlook for growth. Provo ranked second, while Atlantic City came in last. And that's your Money Watch. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. In New York, I'm Karina Mitchell.
Good morning, everybody. No surprise that Kentucky is the pick to win the SEC at the league's annual media day down in Nashville. Brian Milam was on hand to hear what was said, and he wraps it up from Bridgestone Arena.
John Calipari, Isaiah Briscoe, and Isaac Humphries came to Bridgestone Arena where the SEC Basketball Media Day was held, and the Cats drawing the largest crowd of all of the media of any team today. Now, we hear time and time again from Cal how good this team can be. The players say that it's competitive in practice, they're fast, they're long, but another word that came to the forefront today, scary, as in scary good.
Yeah, like the fact that we can, be really good outside and score and penetrate and pitch out, but then also we can post up and score with that aspect is, yeah, there's really no way. It's going to be hard for other teams to defend because, if they take something away, we've got the other thing. If they take that away, then we've just got something else.
I think that's how we'll be a great defensive team, and I know that it'll start with me, and I have no problem with that, and I know that Malik and Fox see me sticking my nose in there and locking down. I'm sure they'll follow right after, and then so on with our bigs.
They're good, but we got to see if they're alpha dogs like you. And then they went, thank you. And let me just say this, there's arguments in between the teams. The guys from here will tell you. The 12 team says all you dudes can say all that you want. 38-0, you could say what you want. We're the only ones to win a national title. Enough said, bye.
So we will see just how scary good this UK basketball team is throughout the season. But up first will be the blue-white game this Friday night. Reporting from Nashville at the SEC Basketball Media Day, I'm Brian Milam, WKYT.
And thank you, Brian. The Wildcats picked by the media to win the SEC with Florida second, Texas A&M third, and then Georgia fourth. That's sports. Have a great day.